The Judge Rottenberg Centre is an institution in Carleton, Massachusetts, the United States of America. It is a behaviour modification centre for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, including autism, and uses applied behaviour analysis, relying particularly heavily on aversion tactics. The aversion tactics at the JRC include long-term restraints, sensory deprivation, a contingent food program, and the graduated electric decelerator, or the GED device. The GED device attaches to the skin of the student and delivers an electric shock as an aversion tactic. While the JRC claims that it is only used if all other tactics have failed and it is only ever used for the most extreme behaviours, inquiries into the centre have found that the GED was used for stopping working for more than 10 seconds, failing to be neat, failing to take off one's coat when entering a building, closing one's eyes for more than 5 seconds, using the bathroom without permission, attempting to remove the GED from one's body, and screaming while being electrocuted. The GED device was deemed a torture weapon by the United Nations. Its most recent version delivers between 45 and 90 milliamps for a duration of 2 seconds. By comparison, a cattle prong releases a current of 10 milliamps for a fraction of a second, and a police taser delivers a shock of 2.1 to 3.6 milliamps. The JRC is shocking children with an electric current 42 times as strong as that of a police taser. This device leaves burns, permanent skin damage, and unsurprisingly, trauma. In April 2014, the FDA first announced that it was going to consider whether or not it should issue a ban on electrical stimulation devices, such as the GED. 2 years later, in April 2016, the FDA proposed a ban on devices like the GED for use against self-injurious and aggressive behaviours. And then in 2020, the FDA officially issued the ban. However, the FDA specified that electrical stimulation devices like the GED were only banned for one purpose: use against self-injurious and aggressive behaviours. Other purposes were still considered legally marketable. Though this is not the first time that the FDA has banned a device for one use but not for other uses, the JRC challenged the FDA's authority and took the ruling to the DC Circuit Court of Appeals. On July 6, 2021, the DC Circuit ruled in the JRC's favour, ultimately deciding that the FDA did not have the statutory authority to ban a device for one usage but not for all usages. Their exact ruling was that the FDA could only ban a device if it was a blanket ban on the device as a whole, not a partial ban for specific uses. Basically, the DC Circuit argued that it was an all or nothing approach. After the DC Circuit's decision, Congress amended the FD&C Act to expressly state that the FDA's authority included the authority to ban a device for one use but not for others. Congress's amendment to the FD&C Act means that the FDA's original ruling was actually acceptable, and should the FDA choose to make the same ruling again, there is theoretically no way that the DC Circuit can overturn their ruling. Now, on the 26th of March 2024, the FDA once again proposed to ban the use of electrical stimulation devices like the GED against the use of self-injurious and aggressive behaviours. The FDA is currently asking for comments on their proposal, which closed on the 29th of May 2024. If you want to make a comment supporting the FDA and telling them that this proposal is a good idea and will protect many people, you can do so from the link below.